everyone, Cassie here. Welcome back to my channel. So it's been a little while since I filmed a color in chat, so that is what I have planned for today. But first I wanted to show you what is in this case. I am so excited. So my POLYCHROMOS Faber-Castell POLYCHROMOS finally came. Guys, I am so stoked about this. I have wanted these forever, and I should have unzipped the second one so I could flip through the case. I love the case too. I ordered it at the same time as the pencils because of course they couldn't live in that awful tin. But oh gosh, look at this gorgeousness. I cannot wait to dig into these, and I've already pulled a few that I'm going to be using on my picture today because I didn't have a good selection of browns in the other set that I got for Christmas. So finally I have enough to do the whole portion of that picture. So anyway, I don't know. I have no words. My Prismacolors will not be sitting aside collecting dust. I can promise you that. I will always, until they stop making them, use Prismacolors because, as I've said in another video, I have an emotional attachment to those as well. So they were the first set of pencil, artist grade pencil that I ever received, and it was a gift from my husband. So my Prismas will be sticking around, but to add to the art repertoire, my polys, yay! I don't know. I can't even tell how excited I am. Okay, so, and also I wanted to show you, before I dig into the coloring book, I am working on a picture in my sketchbook that I am making a video. I plan to do more with the drawing. I'm going to maybe put some flowers in her hair. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. But I will be filming the drawing process of that as well as the coloring process. I'm going to do that in time lapse. The lovely Laura Colors 2, she actually gave me that suggestion rather than uploading it to my editing app and trying to speed it up that way. I could just film in time lapse on my camera phone. So that's what I'm going to do. So I plan to do kind of a mixture of time lapse videos, and my coloring books will probably all be real time color and chat because that's what people seem to enjoy. And if I could learn how to talk today, that'd be great. So I have these browns laid out because I'm going to do, at least today, I'm going to do this girl's hair here. And depending on how long that takes, which hair usually takes me a while, I may do some on the lemur over here as well, but we will see. I'm home alone with my kids today. My husband is gone. He plays in a band, and they are doing a recording session today. So it's just me, so it just depends if I'm going to be able to sit for that long. All right, you've heard me yammer on long enough. Into the coloring now. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. And oh, there's that awful, awful shadow. I promise I'm going to get another desk lamp if I can remember to do that while I'm out, so I can have light coming in from this side. Okay. Now, I've sat down and stood back up at least twice, and I'm sorry if you hear squealing and other such noises in the background. That's my children being children. Okay. So, oh, I cannot wait to dig into these. Got my little tissues, and I'll have to probably stand up periodically just to make sure that you can see, because I have my camera or my phone, the tripod, set up really high so that you can really see. But anyway, I am pulling out light yellow ochre, and I'm gonna just do an overlay of this just as kind of a base. I hope you can see these lower pieces. I think I zoomed in mostly on the top. But I don't want to stand up again right now because I've done it over and over and again, and I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing my squeaky chair. So I am super excited about the new direction of my channel. I just cannot wait to really get some videos under my belt and, you know, flesh it out a little bit. I stopped, let's see, I think I started this channel around last year sometime. I'm bad with keeping track of time, but I started it last year for sure, and life got busy, and I'm not gonna lie, I got discouraged because I just kept feeling like, you know, my art's not good enough, nobody's gonna want to see it. And plus too, I have this insane love of adult coloring books, and I love them so much. And I think I talked about it in my other videos about how I kind of felt a little bit of guilt for taking time to color in coloring books when I should be developing my art skills, and because I'm by no means a professional. I have not been drawing that long. I know some people can say that they have been drawing since, you know, they were kids, and like seriously drawing, not just the regular, you know, every kid draws, but, you know, some people can say that they've been like seriously pursuing their drawing since they were very little. And, you know, I can't say that. I can't say that about myself, because when I was a kid, I got really discouraged about, you know, my lack of skill. And as a kid, I mean, you know, not that a lot of very young children have common sense, but, you know, it should have kind of registered with me that you have to practice in order to get good. But I'm kind of like that person. I'm pretty easily discouraged, and I don't want to be that way. I want to be that person that just attacks it, and, you know, forget that I'm 37 years old. You know, it's never too late. You can always start something if you have a passion, or you have something that you want to learn. You know, don't let your age get in the way of that. And I'm the first person to tell other people that, but I mean, you know, for me, telling myself that's the hardest thing. All right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to figure out, do I start with the low lights, or do I continue to build up from the light down? I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take, actually, you know what? I'm gonna take this walnut brown. I don't know if you can see it. Here it goes, standing up again. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. Oy. So self-conscious because I can't see. And I'm just gonna start filling in the darkest areas just so that I can get that dark base down before the paper gets burnished. Since these Faber-Castells are not really made for blending more than they're made for layering, so I want to make sure I get my darks down. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. So I would be the first person to tell somebody that, you know, that it's never too late to start, but whenever it comes to telling myself that, I'm not so great at it. But I'm hoping to change that. I really am. Because I do love art, and I do have a passion for art, and I can make all the excuses that I want. You know, I actually started drawing or attempting to learn to draw when I was in my late 20s. And when I started, I mean, I couldn't draw anything. And I think, considering my age and the time that I started, and you know, the number of years I've actually been working on it, and that's not even really working seriously on it, that's kind of on and off. You know, I'm not too bad off. I mean, I'm not the best artist you're going to see here on YouTube, but I do believe that my progress has been pretty good, considering no longer than I've been working on it. I think so. I'm going to go with that. But I think I started to chase a little bit of a rabbit trail, so I apologize for that. I'm a rabbit trail chaser. I definitely will easily lose my train of thought. So I'm just kind of doing little hair strokes, following the line of the hair. This walnut brown is not as dark as I originally had thought, but it'll work. Does anybody hear Mario jumping sounds in the background because my kids are playing? Somebody's playing Mario on the Switch in the other room. And I will say, for whoever's watching, I don't plan to edit this video, so if you hear the door open and one of my kids come out, that's just going to be what it is, because that's currently my situation at the moment. That's what I was going to talk about. That's another thing too. You know, I'm a mom, and I have 2 young kids, and that's another thing that I kind of got discouraged about as far as my art was concerned, because, you know, I kind of felt bad taking time to do this when I needed to be, you know, a mom. But that, it just goes to show you, mom guilt is a real thing, and we should not feel guilty about taking time to do the things that we love. You know, you love your children and you do everything that you can for them, but you should never, and I'm preaching to myself because I just said that having kids and being a mom was part of the reason I kind of fell off the art wagon there for a while, but I'm not saying that that is at all a good thing, because if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't give yourself some love, you're going to burn out, and then you're not going to be at the top of your game when your kids do need you. You know, I feel like, and I'm a reader too. I'm a ferocious reader. I love books, and I love art, and those are my 2 things that I love to do. And I feel like I'm a better mom when I'm doing them on a regular basis, because I give myself some time to recharge, and every human needs that. Everybody needs that. You know, you have to find a balance. There's time when you have to be, you know, even if you're not a mom, you know, if you're if you're a student or if you have a demanding career, you got to find a balance. You know, you can't just do art or do whatever it is that you enjoy doing as a pastime. You know, reading, writing, journaling, what have you. Whatever hobby, sports. I mean, you can't do that all the time, or you'll never get accomplished the things that you need to get accomplished, your obligations and your responsibilities and such. But you know, you got to give yourself time to do the things that relax you and the things that make you happy. Okay, I'm gonna stand up again and look. Oh, you see, I'm already off. I think I need to zoom out just a little. Oh, that's too much. I'm so sorry. I hope I'm not making anybody sick. All right, it's just gonna have to be like that because I think it was just too, and I've got to move my hand around a little bit. I'm that artist. Normally, if I weren't filming, I'd be moving this book all over the place, but there's simply not enough room on my desk for me to do that and film at the same time. Yeah, that whole thing about this hair not taking a long time, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. But that's okay too. You know, I'm a slow colorist, and if you can't do it the way that you want to do it, what's the point of doing it? Oh, that was my stomach, I promise. I had gone out earlier with my mom and kids. We were going to go see Dr. Dolittle at the theater, but they were sold out. We went to lunch, and when we got to the theater, all the good seats, well, I won't say they were sold out, but the only thing that was left were those front seats up at the very, very front of the theater, where you have to sit basically inside the screen, and I hate that. I cannot do that. I can't sit there. It hurts my eyes and my neck, and I'm old, and I can't do it. So we promised the kids maybe we'll take them Monday. Their dad's off, so I think my son actually wanted to go see Star Wars, but my little girl would not sit through Star Wars. So maybe Daddy will take the boy to go see Star Wars, and I'll see if my mom wants to go Monday, and we'll have a little girl day and go see Dr. Dolittle. Should be fun. Okay, I'm kind of like going into the little dips here and kind of shading where it's gonna, because the hair curves out here, curves in here, and then back out. So we'll see. Might end up that might not even end up showing up. All right, I'm so awkward. There we go. I'm so sorry about this chair squeaking and all that. I might even try to make some of these whole strands in the shadows. I'll give it some nice dimension. I don't know yet. We'll see. I think I'm too chicken to do that right now. Oh, and my light is shining right in my eyes. So what are you guys doing on this Saturday? By the time I get this uploaded, it probably won't be Saturday anymore. I'm going into quiet mode. Inevitably, it happens with every chat video. I kind of blank and have a hard time coming up with anything interesting to say that anybody would want to hear. This walnut brown that I'm using to shadow the hair is the same brown that I used to shadow the orange in the scarf. So I'm trying to make it all cohesive. Her skin turned out pinker than I had intended for it to. And I did not get to use the Faber-Castells on the face because they hadn't come in the mail yet, and I didn't want to wait because I was hankering to do skin that day. I don't know if you heard my son in there. He is his daddy's boy. All right, that is good for that. Now, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this. I can't see it, it's too light. Burnt sienna. Because I want this brown to be this hair to be kind of a warm brown. And when I'm done, I might go in with the Prismacolor black, because I don't think that the Faber-Castell is going to be dark enough. But I might go in with the Prismacolor black and darken up the shadows one more time. Depending on how long this process takes, I might not make you guys sit through that, but I love coloring hair. It's one of my, here, I'll give you something to look at. I'll try not to cover her face. I don't think that the POLYCHROMOS black has got quite the coverage that the Prismacolor black does. I've tried it out. I'm sure that there are pencils out there that can beat a Prismacolor black. I mean, I hear, oh Lord. I hear good things about the luminance, but those are way, way, way out of your girl's price range. I could probably get away with purchasing maybe a few at a time, but that'll be a while. I just got these POLYCHROMOS and I'm happy with those. I mean, I'm happy with them. I think for the time being, I don't have any desire to really try anything else at the moment, not until I've had some experience with these. And I hope you guys can hear. I'm very, very far away from the speaker. I would love to have a microphone. I need to sharpen. I need to do my little sharpening trick. Oops, I went a little too far with that. Oh well, it's okay. Oi, they're fighting in there. Excuse me for a moment. Scream at each other. Caleb, don't antagonize her about that. I told you about that. Get your feet off the desk, please. Behave in here. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm back. My son was telling my daughter that JoJo Siwa was lame or something like that, and she was screaming at him. Anybody out there have a little girl that's obsessed with JoJo? Oh, I suppose she's harmless, but I don't know. Grown-ups aren't supposed to be seeking that out as entertainment, I suppose. Okay, I'm not really sure how this is gonna turn out, you guys. It's in that ugly stage. I guess all art has to go through that. My thing is I layer and layer my work, and I could probably get away with going ahead and burnishing some areas with color, but I don't really have the guts for that. I'm too scared. I'd rather continue to layer and build up the color that I want. Besides, I love watching people color hair too. One of my favorite channels, coloring channels, well, art/coloring channels, she did art too, was Tal from Shine Bright Design. And I think she's not doing YouTube anymore. She hasn't put out any videos in a good long while. And I wish she'd come back. I love watching her. So I still rewatch her videos all the time. There's my chair. Creak. See, I think if I bear down a little bit, it'll be okay. You still in? Yeah. One of these days I will... Oh, fudge. I forgot to put down my little buffer page. If I don't do that, I'm afraid it'll make indents on the other side, and I don't want that. I wish Hannah Karlzon would have put it out. Oh my word. I wish Hannah Karlzon would have put out books that were one-sided, single-sided. Because they tend to kind of be hard on my books. I don't even know how long I've been at this. So what's your favorite book to work in? Whoever might be watching. If you have a favorite book, put it in the comments. I'd like to hear that. I'd like to know what you like to work in. I'm such a cop-out. I don't like to choose favorites. Like, I like several different ones for different reasons. There are books that I don't care for, that I probably wouldn't want to color in myself. Not to say that there's anything wrong with those books or anything like that. It's just I've got my type of books that I like to work in, but that doesn't, like, between those, it's really difficult to choose. I've been dying to work in Serene. I just got Serene by, let's see, is it going to be hard to get out? Probably won't be able to see the whole thing. Serene by Nicholas F. I can't say the last name. I'm excited to color in that one, but at the same time a little terrified. Those pictures, they are amazing. If you'd like to see a flip through, if by some chance you haven't seen that book yet, just look up Serene flip throughs. I'm sure there are several that have already been done because the book's been out for a very long time. I want to say that it was at some point out of print, and I bought it off of Amazon. I happened to get lucky and find a copy. I'm not sure if it was from a reseller or but I'm excited to give that one a try when I work up the nerve. I'm a fearing Dee Dee. Dee Dee Willingham is awesome. She always says in her videos, or not always, but sometimes, like if somebody in her chat says that they're kind of intimidated to start a book, she'll go, "Don't be a fearing. I'm a fearing." If you haven't checked out Dee Dee Willingham, you need to. She streams Mondays and Wednesdays at 9 a.m. Eastern. And I don't always get to catch her stuff, but because I homeschool, so I'm usually doing school at that time of day, but I do catch it every chance I get. Sometimes I'll sneak and catch a few minutes of it. Like if my kids are doing some kind of seat work or something, I'll sneak away and watch it for as long as I can. She's the one that actually inspired me to start doing more of a variety of things on my own channel, because she does such a variety. And when I first started my channel, I was always thinking, well, I need to pick a subject and stick with it. You know, if I'm going to do adult coloring books, I need to do adult coloring books. If I'm going to do my own drawings, I need to do that. Yada, yada, yada. And Dee Dee's channel kind of made me come out of that way of thinking, like, why does it have to be that way? You know, if people like it, they'll watch. If they don't, then they won't. And there's absolutely, you know, you like what you like, and if you want to see the variety, that's great. If not, then that's perfectly fine. You know, whatever you like. And there's, you know, nobody has any control over it but the person watching. So, but if I don't, you know, make my channel the way I like it to some degree, then I'm not going to stick with it, just like I didn't stick with it before. And I understand, you know, if you have a, you know, you have viewers and you need to, you know, they're used to seeing a certain level of content or whatnot, you need to pay attention to them and, you know, take them into consideration as well. But when it all comes down to it, your channel is your channel, and if you're not happy with it, you're not doing anybody any good. I'm gonna have to turn this. Oh, my giant pile of pencils over here is getting in the way. Okay. I hope you all can hear me, because I'm way far away from the microphone. But I'm probably going to end up going out of the lines up here somewhere. I wish that I didn't have to have my tripod sitting on my desk. It's kind of a bother. Well, kind of a bother, nothing. It's a bother. It's just a bother. Because I don't have a ton of space. To put my books and my papers and stuff. Let's see. I thought I would enjoy coloring this little bun thing more than the rest of it, but that is not turning out to be the case here, as you can tell from how quiet I am at the moment. It's taking uber concentration. Trying to make sure that the highlights look like highlights and not something weird. Okay, that doesn't look bad. So do any of you have this book? This is Spirit Animals. When I bought this book, I found it in a Barnes & Noble while I was on vacation. And I wish I had stumbled across her book, Seasons. I really love that book. But this book has really awesome pictures in it too. All her pictures are really nice. But I would like to eventually own Seasons. Oh, so many books. So many books I'd like to own. Hand's losing blood. Okay. Sorry about the outside noise, guys. There is a main road right outside my house, right outside my window. Part of me would love to live out in the country somewhere where it's quiet, and then part of me doesn't want to be that far away from civilization. Like, I'd have to drive to get to the grocery, like drive far to get to a grocery store and all that, and meh, not really my thing. Okay, so now I'm going to take this terracotta and kind of do some little, go in here and do some little highlights. And then I'm going to take the yellow again and pick up the bright highlights, and then I think I'm going to go back in with the brown, darken it up, and then go back in with the black and make the deeper areas. That's my current plan anyway. Book keeps moving. I hate that. I hate that. See, I didn't really get good coverage with the brown up here, with the walnut brown. That's my fault, not the pencil. I'm loving these pencils though. Seriously. Hang on, my little girl's knocking on the door. It sounds like my little girl. Yes.
I'm still thirsty, Mommy.
You're still thirsty? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, go get a Capri Sun,
Nice
okay?
picture, Mommy.
Thank you, baby.
Can I put my head in?
No.
Please.
No, baby.
Just once.
No, no, no.
Please.
No.
Please.
You can say please all you want.
Please.
No, baby, no.
I really want.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But listen, hey, you definitely won't get to. You go get your drink, and I'll call you when I'm done. I'm almost done.
And then we can color with those pencils.
Yes.
Mommy, what are pen pastels? What? No, I just want to know.
I know. Pan pastels are something, it's something that people use.
Are they pens? Are they pens that pastel?
Yeah, they're pastel in little pans.
Okay, so they're named by the music disc in Minecraft Skull.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Can I put my hand in?
You want to put your hand in?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. No, not your face. Your hand. That's my daughter's hand, everybody. Go, 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 go. Good grief. Crazy children. She's in there bragging to her brother now. He's probably going to come out next, wanting to put his hand in. And that's my life, you guys. Oh, my word. My babies. Did you see her little tattoo? Her little tempo tattoo? She is all girl. She loves anything makeup, anything girly, makeup and jewelry, dresses. We had an argument the other day over her wardrobe because apparently I'm a mean mommy and I won't let her wear her spaghetti strap summer dress in January because I didn't have anything to put under it at the time, and so I told her no. And we were going out to do some errands, and it was cold that day, and I wanted her to wear pants because obviously cold. And she really got upset and she was like, "Mommy, I only want to wear dresses." I said, honey, you can't wear a dress today. It's too cold. Because I have long sleeve dresses, but she had worn them all, and they were, you know, the ones that she could feasibly wear outdoors when it was cold were dirty. So I made her wear pants, and she was like, I look ugly in pants. And I said, no, you don't. You look cute and everything. And she said, I want to throw all my, I'm trying to remember how it goes, how it went there. She said, I want to throw all of my pants in the garbage. I said, you can't do that, honey. What was I saying? I said, you can't do that, honey. It would be a waste of money. And then she said, well, don't buy me anymore. I just rolled my eyes and said, whatever, dear. I said, you gotta have at least some pants. Okay. Now, back with the yellow. I'm gonna do some stronger highlights here. And I'm just gonna do a quick run with this, with light yellow ochre. And I'm still kind of learning these pencils, you know. There's definitely a learning curve here. And if you keep hearing me kind of move around in my chair, it's because I'm standing up to make sure that I'm still in camera. I just heard her go ow and start to fuss, but I guess she didn't get hurt too bad because she's still in there, not out here. Anybody else have kids that fight all the time? It's like they're loving all over each other one minute and then they're fighting the next. Drives me batty. All right, this is the walnut color again. I'm just gonna kind of I'm gonna go in and fill in some strands that I think would be in the shadow. Sorry if I got quiet, you guys. I kind of faux pas earlier and said my daughter's name, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get that out, because I don't really want to say I don't say my kids' names over social media usually. I'm sure it's fine, but it's just something I don't like to do. And since I make these long videos now, and it's hard to have room to upload the video on iMovie and then edit it and then put it back on my phone, because for some reason you have to have it on your camera roll. You can't, edit it and reload it back up without having it on your camera roll. Does anybody have iMovie? Do they have that issue? It's extremely agitating. Okay, I had visualized a browner brown than this hair. Not sure what happened here. I'm kind of intimidated by dark colors. Like I'm scared I'm not going to get the contrast that I want. But we'll just kind of go back over with this walnut brown and see what we can do to kind of brown it up. Right now it looks kind of like it's brown here wanting to be blonde. I might go off camera here in a little while and finish and kind of finish it up, tweak it up. In fact, I think that that's what I'm going to do so that I can move it around. But anyway, let me, just so you can kind of get an idea of what it'll look like when I add in the dark shadows. I'll start up here. So this is Prismacolor black, and this is what it's going to look like. I'll zoom in on this bun now. I'm going to take the black and just darken up the area where it kind of disappears, where it rounds the curve there, goes underneath the other part of the hair. And you see this Prisma black is some serious stuff. And that's just what I'm going to do. Is that showing up on camera? Can you see? Yeah, you can see. So that's what I'm going to do with the rest of it. And of course, when I finish this up, I'm going to take a picture of it and put it up on social media. I'll probably show it. On the YouTube video that I finish it up on. But that is the hair, and that is what I have so far. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to call it quits for today. My kids, I think, are getting restless in the other room, forced to be in each other's company for more than 5 minutes. So I'm going to wrap it up, and thank you so, so much for coming and sitting and coloring with me. And I wanted to say thank you quickly to all of my new subscribers. You guys don't know what it means to me to have people that are interested in my videos and my art and just come and keep me company on YouTube. So for that, I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys, and we will see you in the next video. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and I really appreciate it. All right, guys. God bless. Bye.